Hi, I'm Priscilla Mensa. I am the founder of Superpower Soap, and I am so excited because I finally have all of the ingredients that I need to officially relaunch my pumpkin soap line. Yes! I'm really excited about this. And I was reflecting on why I even want to or care about making soap and launching soap again. And basically, the core of what it's come to for me is this desire to have a legacy. And that legacy to be incorporated in something that is an essential staple, like giving some excitement, giving love, giving reverence, honor, and tradition to just the most simple, most humble barbs. And that is what is really inspiring me. On a deeper level, it's my culture and my heritage. So for some of you all will know a bit about my background and that I started making soap way back in 2014 when I was living in Portland. And funny enough, one of the first soaps I made was a pumpkin soap. I had gone down to Portland State University where they had the big old Portland Farmers Market, and I had bought an actual pumpkin. I came home, split that baby in half, roasted it, um, enjoyed those pumpkin seeds. I made pumpkin soup and pumpkin curry, and with that littlest bit of pumpkin puree that I had left, after I had made a bunch of different stuff, I was like, what can I do? And it was funny enough, right around that time, I had just started making soap as well. And so it was just like a click, let's do a pumpkin soap. And instantly it became my mom's favorite soap of all time. To this day, she is asking for it constantly. My friends loved it. Everyone who tried out soap back in those early days when I sold it loved it. And so it just felt like such a natural fit to come back to. And then I have to talk about something that wasn't, I'll be honest, like this next point was not important to me at all in the beginning of my soap making. It was, not essential. And that's the sustainability aspect. But I'm a woman in tech. I've been a web developer for most of my career, and most recently I worked as a technical customer support person for a really cool startup in the grocery technology AI space. And I loved it there. I missed that job. It was a good place to be. I learned a lot and I met some amazing people that I still love to this day. And I bring it up because working in this grocery environment, it just opened my eyes up to food waste in the grocery supply chain. I mean, it is millions upon millions of pounds of food that is possible to be eaten by a human, an animal, whatever, that gets thrown away from the grocery stores because of the psychology of the grocery store and what people expect when they walk into a produce section and all of that. And so there's so much food waste. And so in this job, the bigger picture of what we were doing is reducing carbon emissions. And in choosing pumpkin, I remember hearing the statistic that, millions of pounds of pumpkins are thrown away during the fall season that are edible, that are usable. They're grown, they're put put out for decorative reasons and then they're tossed out. And so I was just so excited knowing that pumpkin makes such a great creamy lather. It makes such a delightful scented soap. It's like such a nice, lightly, surprisingly sweet smell. And I was just thinking, like, how cool that we can make a product that's going to positively impact carbon emissions. Like, we can reduce carbon by using pumpkin that would normally be tossed out. And so I love that aspect of it. Like, I'm all in. I'm all in on, just like the legacy of bringing life to something that's so ordinary. I love the aspect of bringing my heritage into soap making. I learned so after starting making soap in 2014, it was all the way in 2020 that I learned, after my father had passed in Ghana, West Africa, on my way to a soap making class, of course, I learned that my grandmothers, both of my grandmothers, Enokra and Aboya, both of them were soap makers. And in my entire soap making career, this fact had never come up. It had never been a point of conversation between my parents and I. But as we were in Ghana and I'm on my way to a soap making class, it just jogs my mother's memory for her to just kind of casually throw out there, "Oh, hey, did you know that both of your grandmothers were soap makers? Your grandmothers were soap makers." I mean, it blew my mind. And on the way to the class, I went to learn how to make traditional African black soap, in the traditional way. It was awesome. There's a YouTube video about it if you're interested in seeing what that looks like up close. And I just have to say, like, it just added this layer of of resonance to what I'm doing. It's like these hands have made soap through time, and I get to do it today on a completely different scale than what my grandmothers did in their time. And so for all of that, I am I'm very excited about launching Superpower Soap Pumpkin Soap. Come along for the ride. My intention is to share as much of this as possible, and I am inspired by all of the different coaches and creators that have helped me get to the point to where I can be in front of a camera and tell you guys exactly what's coming up. So thank you to everyone who has helped me along the way. I have to do some separate shout out videos. That's going to be very fun. All right, so I have all of the ingredients that I need. I'm celebrating. I'm taking a stroll in the park. Stroll in the park. Stroll in the park. I'm taking a stroll in the park, and then I'm going to get set up to start making some soap. Yay! Thank you.